Next up, earlier this month, the University of Nebraska Industrial Agricultural Product Center hosted an oilseed press demonstration in conjunction with the Hemp Farm Road Trip. The demonstration gives university researchers working with industrial hemp a chance to share information regarding this burgeoning industry. Market Journal's Bill Dodd has more.
Since industrial hemp was made legal with the 2018 Farm Bill, the specialty crop has been an intriguing prospect for many producers around the country. Furthermore, the work being done here at the University of Nebraska was intriguing enough for industrial hemp podcast producer Eric Hurlock of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, to make the trek to the University of Nebraska as a highlight of his 2021 National Hemp Tour. This tour aimed to give focus to the grain and fiber aspects of the hemp crop.
And this summer, I went on a tour to sort of shine a light on fiber and grain producers and processors in the country, because it seems like over the past few years, CBD has sort of taken all of the oxygen out of the conversation around industrial hemp, and that's left a lot of farmers sort of burned, left holding the bag, not being able to sell their crops. And to me, the long-term potential of industrial hemp is in the industrial applications of fiber and grain, food and things we can make from it. So the hemp plant is essentially the raw materials of all the things we could be making. It sequesters carbon, it's a superfood. It's just there's so many positive reasons that farmers should be growing hemp. And it's sort of my mission to help educate them and remind farmers that there's more to this than CBD, and that it's not marijuana, it's agriculture, it's big ag, it's row crop farming, it's combines and drill presses, and it's agriculture, and it's going to be a great addition to the rotation. Throw it in with corn and soy, and we have this whole other industry, an industry that's not possible without farmers. We can't do this without farmers. So the mission of this tour is to remind farmers that we can't do this without them, and there's a lot of potential here.
On this particular stop of the tour, we were able to see how the University of Nebraska's Industrial Ag Products Center is utilizing hemp seed to produce products consumers like you or I could use on a daily basis by separating the oil from the seed.
Yeah, so by separating the seed into its oil components and its protein components, it's actually protein and fiber come out as what is referred to as the cake. That's what's coming out of the end of the expeller, and then the oil is dripping out the bottom, and we've got some product comes through there, but we can then filter that off, and then the clean oil would be used like a vegetable oil for our cooking oils or frying oils, salad dressings, and it's got a different fatty acid profile, so has some of those nice desirable oils that people want that have the omega-3s A's in them. So that's one way advantage of getting this oil product. And then on the protein and side, this product actually has the holes on it yet. So it's high in protein, but it's still got quite a bit of fiber in it. If we'd use a piece of equipment before this to de-hull it, then we'd have a much higher protein product coming out the end of the expeller, and that might be used for human food as well.
When it comes to applications for the use of hemp seed oil and hemp stock, there are a multitude of possibilities, and the Industrial Agricultural Products Center is leaving no stone unturned.
So in regards to research in the hemp, we're primarily working in the area of the separation technology, one kind of providing a service that if entrepreneurs or industry would like to have oil separated from the seed, we can provide that service through our service center. And then from the research standpoint, there's interest in the fiber as well, of whether we can use the hemp plant fiber, so more from the stalk of the plant, and whether we could use that for fiber. And then there's research going on from that lignocellulosic portion of it. Can we use that as a feedstock? The industry is pretty well developed already. If we can get a animal feed protein, that'll kind of just drop in as a alternative to soybean meal. But the fiber side is still where the use of the lignin or the cellulose portions of the fiber from the plant could be used. That's when we might talk about biofuels from cellulosic biofuels that would come from the hemp plant, that you could use the stalk for that application, and the seed would still go to a more traditional application.
While the hemp industry is up and running in the United States, Eric points out that there's still a significant amount of red tape to cut when it comes to making hemp a mainstay crop for many producers around the country.
It's like this crop could be an excellent feed for livestock, poultry, hogs, cattle, anything could be eating this, but it's still illegal. You can feed hemp seeds to your children, but not to your cattle. So like that doesn't make any sense to me. But there are people out there working on that. But yeah, we need to change the federal regulations. I think we also need to raise the THC limit. Right now, the legal definition of industrial hemp is 0.3%. And that's just a little too low because some of these varieties will spike under certain conditions. And when I say spike, they'll get a little bit more THC, like over that legal limit, but nothing near what is in actual marijuana. So just to give a little extra room there would be good for farmers.
As the Industrial Hemp Podcast continues to discuss the possibilities for utilization of the hemp plant, the University of Nebraska's Industrial Agricultural Products Center is leading the charge into the benefits this crop could hold for the ag industry and consumers alike. Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Bill Dodd.